Hi, I just wanted to address a little discussion that we was having on Facebook in the guitar builders community, and that is, does tone wood make an effect on an electric guitar? My position is yes, but a little bit. Uh, any piece of wood is going to vibrate a little different, accentuate some frequencies, maybe have the opposite effect on others. And but in the overall scheme of things, this is a very small portion of the overall tone of an electric guitar, especially a solid body electric guitar. One poster replied that go to a hardwood store and pick up a piece of wood and tap it in your hands and you can hear different things. You hold it up on one end and tap it. It's like a xylophone. You know, xylophones ring and they use specific types of wood to do it. There's one problem with that. A xylophone doesn't have 200 pounds of vibration dampener holding it in 3 spots. Let me show you. Got some walnut here. Use this for the neck of my last build. We'll hold it up at one corner and tap it. Very light or audible. But now when we hold it like a guitar and tap it, just thuds. Sounds like any other piece of wood, maybe a little different. And that's the problem with tapping wood and trying to pick out the best piece of wood for your guitar. And this even goes beyond. I mean, people say, oh, a body's got to be ash. Well, what density of ash to get your favorite tone? Every piece of wood is going to have a different density, different structure, different everything. I was one of those wood snobs until recently where I thought it had to be swamp ash or it had to be mahogany. Boy, I sure don't like maple fretboards. I'd rather have rosewood because it's warmer. Any difference you're going to find is going to be down, a lot of it's going to be your pickups, your pots. I mean, your pots have so much variance that's allowed. Your volume pot could be 450K and your tone pot could be 525K. And what really opened my eyes that it doesn't really matter the wood so much. I had 2 identical electric guitars made by the Washburn Custom Shop. Mahogany body, maple top, maple neck, rosewood fretboard, the same bridge, the same pickups, the same everything. And one was dark sounding and one was perfect. Unfortunately, the pretty one was the one that was dark sounding, and I sold that and kept the plain Jane because it sounded better. So if anyone tells you just take it with a grain of salt. It'll make a little difference, but nothing that major that you can't EQ out with a decent EQ pedal or a little twist of the higher mids on your amplifier. Or you can just embrace that all guitars sound a little different. I mean, that's why there's still Telecasters and still Stratocasters and Les Pauls. I mean, these are all 70-year-old designs that we can't get enough of. And they, you know, it's not the ash body of the Telecaster, the ash body or alder body of the Strat or the mahogany body. It's the pickup and the bridge and everything all combined. So, you know, don't get too hung up on what the body wood is made out of, what the neck wood is made out of, or even what the fretboard material. I mean, people talk about, oh, it's got to be a maximum 2-piece body. But yet, we don't have any problems buying a 5-piece, 7-piece, whatever piece neck. It's all glued together. You know, a lot of places, you know, those extra piece necks are kind of a upscale option. Nobody's going to say, oh, that glue is really going to affect your tone. No. If you're talking acoustic or hollow body, yeah, I'd be a little more picky about your bodywood selection. But when it comes to don't take the bait.